Today we're going to talk about the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. The Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement is an agreement between many Pacific Rim nations concerning free trade. In the Trade Act of 1974, Congress gave the President control over the negotiation of trade agreements. This shows the importance that such agreements hold.
The United States has actually been working extensively to improve free trade agreements between its nation and others. Currently in the works are free trade agreements between the United States and many South American nations. It is also working to become more freely economic with East Asia and the European Union. The North American Free Trade Agreement and the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement are similar because they both allow for more trade, but they don't increase the individual rights of citizens to move themselves across borders. Larger companies like Tessie Plastics would benefit greatly from the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement because they work overseas. In the future, automation is going to take over the process of manufacturing, so it doesn't matter whether your product was assembled in China or the United States, it's going to cost the same to make. The biggest cost in manufacturing is going to be transportation, and because the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement reduces the cost of transportation, it might not have as big of an effect as it is predicted to. Another problem with the Trans-Pacific Partnership Act is that it continues a system called ISDS, which allows companies to sue countries for losses and potential profits. An example of that would be a tobacco company suing Australia for plain packaging laws that reduce the sale of tobacco. Free trade agreements also decrease the ability for small businesses to make a profit. This is because larger companies are able to ship the harder labor and the more expensive labor overseas where the wage laws are lower and where prices are cheaper. This has less of an effect on service-based industries like this tavern behind me because they provide a service that can only be found locally and cannot be shipped overseas. It's also important for the public to be informed about what's happening with the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. Currently, the public knows very little about what actually is going on with the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. Many of the documents and elements of it have only been shared with members of Congress, or a very limited amount of that information is shared with the general public. Without public knowledge of what's going on, there's very little the individual citizen can do to protect his or her own rights.
Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.